Hello. So sorry that I've been horrible and haven't updated shop like I said I was going to. But just to catch y'all up on everything that's going on. See, we hit the road March 4th and went to Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, and went to Valley Forge Christian College, where the students were told that if they interacted with us, they would be expelled. So that was kind of a sticky situation. We ended up vigiling all day. And were greeted by Repent America, which is this group of individuals based out of Pennsylvania that really protest any, like all the pride events. They protest outside of gay bars and whatnot, and they just spew hate speech and have these 10-foot signs that, condemn homosexuality, and they have a megaphone that they talk on trying to drown out your message and whatnot. And so we dealt with them, but we were actually able to get them to put down their signs and turn off their megaphone and actually have conversations with us. And Silent Witnesses, which is a group that is like made up of people that actually go against Repent America, were there too. And the way they kind of block out their hate speeches with these huge rainbow umbrellas, and it was really cool because they just encircled us with these umbrellas and blocked out the few people that were spewing this hate speech. And we held up a sign with Kate's number on it, and we're actually contacted by a student that just thanked us for being there. And so even though we didn't actually get to talk to students, we knew that students saw us and it made an impact. So that was Valley Forge. And then from there, we went to Houghton College in Houghton, New York. And we're allowed on campus, and they had a busy day packed for us. We met with some administration and asked them questions and stuff. And then we met with at the SGA and had a brief dialogue with them. And then we had 2 sessions of brief open dialogue with students, but we were in this room that a lot of students never really went to, and so they had to go out of their way to come talk to us. And I felt like we had really meaningful conversations with them, and then we were actually able to do a discussion panel in the chapel, which was heavily attended by students, and that went pretty well. So that was Houghton College, and then we went to Knoxville, Tennessee, and had a community day where we presented the Bridging the Gap presentation and talked a little bit about bullying. And we also had a Queer People of Color panel that really, it was really awkward, actually. We were trying to discuss the intersectionality of race and queer issues, and with a room full of white people, they didn't really know the right questions to ask, and so they were just mainly asking about the ride in general, which anybody could have answered, and so it was really awkward. Then from there, we went to Huntsville, Alabama, and went to Oakwood University, and there we were shoved off to the corner of campus on the south side, and met with a limited number of administration and limited number of students, and were able to have a 45-minute to an hour dialogue with them, where it was just basically them asking questions and then us answering back and forth, and then we were able to have lunch with them and talk a little bit more, and then that was all we were allowed to have, and so we went and vigiled at the entrance to campus where students actually came and talked to us, and for the most part, that went really well as well. So we were actually really surprised. It was Oakwood as an HBCU, and a lot of the white writers were really nervous that race was going to be an issue, that the students wouldn't really listen to us because who are these white people coming in to tell these students what to do? And for the most part, what was perceived by us, that wasn't really the issue. The bigger issue was the fact that we were all queer, not the fact that we were white. But, we don't know the internal conversations that these students were having with themselves about the fact that we were a bunch of white people. But one student did comment that we were we were more diverse than they thought we were going to be, and so that was pretty cool. And And so now we just got to Raleigh, North Carolina, and tomorrow we're going to Southeastern Baptist Theological Seminary, and then on Wednesday we're going to Campbell University, and so that should be exciting. And I will try to be better and catch y'all up on those stops more regularly, but I just wanted to give y'all a little update about where we were and what was going on. So far, I've had a really good experience, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the ride and how it plays out. So I will catch y'all later.